Yeah, so we have, again, 530 plus tips and leads that have come in. Some of those have been sightings, some of those have been, and I would say as simple as, but hey, I've got a vacant house that's in this location. I own a barn that I'm afraid to go to.
And that shelter-in-place order has also been lifted as law enforcement agents map out where the suspect could possibly be, his escape routes. They're looking into all of that. Officials turning their focus to the local boat launch there. We want to bring in ABC News' Morgan Norwood, who's on the ground for us in Lewiston, Maine, and former FBI special agent in charge, Rich Frankel. Thank you both for joining me again this evening. Morgan, I want to start with you. Earlier, you talked about how the community members are starting to come out and come together to uplift their fellow community members after this tragedy happened there. What else can you tell us about the shelter in place being lifted? And, you know, they've been on edge now for nearly 48 hours and how they're feeling about this.
Yeah, I can imagine that, Faith, there's some sort of relief. Of course, as you just said, the shelter-in-place order has been rescinded. We actually just got the geofence alert on all of our iPhones just a moment ago. But, of course, we know that hunting is prohibited in 4 towns. Still, they are asking the community to stay vigilant. But what this means for this community here in Lewiston is that they finally have an opportunity to grieve properly. We were talking about this with the lockdown. They haven't been able to emerge much. And earlier today, we showed you, people starting to come and bring flowers. And we're actually seeing that now. That memorial, that sign has now grown. There's more flowers. There's more, cards as well. So, this means that they can finally start to return to their normal lives. And obviously, officials recognize the need for that as well. And that in and of itself is healing as they try to, heal from this tragedy, Faith.
And Rich, officials there were sure to say that, even though they're lifting the shelter-in-place order, that this crisis is not over. So based on what you heard during that press conference, do you think investigators are any closer to getting the suspect?
I really don't. And not that, I feel for them, put it that way. This is a hard search to do. You really just don't know where the gunman is. And so therefore the search has to be as expansive as possible, but also directed into certain locations where you think he might be. Until they have, a sighting of some type, whether it's a camera that catches him, somebody actually does see him, this is going to be a multi-pronged search. It's going to be on the water because of the belief that he may have had a boat. It's going to be in the area of Lisbon and Lewiston because they believe that he had a car. It also is on foot because he may have just started, walking, away. He may have gotten a hitch, hitched a ride. And they have to look at all areas. He may, have gone for the border with Canada. He may have gone for the border with New Hampshire. He may actually be trying to hide, kind of just in the city. Walking through the city. He may have changed his appearance a little bit and just try to blend in, whether it's in, Portland or Bangor or some other community within that area. So the search is going to be just ever expanding. And I don't see that easing off until they've got some indication where he might be. And then, of course, until they actually catch this guy, because until he's caught, he's considered very armed and dangerous, and they have no choice but to run down every lead.
And, of course, that's what they said they will be doing this weekend. The headlines out of that news conference, the shelter-in-place order has been lifted, the search for the suspect continues, and, of course, the victims, all of them have now been identified. Morgan Norwood, Rich Frankel, thank you both for joining me.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.